Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another exciting episode of Stellaris Console Edition. The Haven Commonwealth is continuing their adventures in space, and the science ship they're the ones really having the adventures way out there on the edge, doing some exploring, looking for another habitable planet. I'm still barely in the positive on my food, so I could use another place to colonize. Unfortunately, my science ship ran into a little problem. They found a ship that was drifting. They investigated. They found that the crew had evidently killed themselves. And then shortly after that, the crew on my science ship started killing themselves, and the ship itself was destroyed. So my high-level, or at least relatively high-level science officer is now dead, and I lost my ship. An ominous development for sure. It reminds me of a Star Trek episode, so that's very cool. The ship was out here, like I said, out here exploring, looking for another planet. I'm not really sure what happened there. But I do have another science ship with a relatively low-level science officer. They were helping my research on Haven, but I decided to go ahead and send them out to survey these systems. And shortly after that, we made a new contact. Unfortunately, it is the Jackass Pact, another species that I designed specifically to be a designated antagonist of sorts. And so every species that I've contacted so far, with the exception of one, really, but I didn't create those. But of the ones I created, the only ones I've met are the ones that are most likely going to be hostile with the humans. But the good news is they are even farther away from us than the hierarchy of Bak. And so the Jackass Pact and the hierarchy of Bak will probably be at each other's throats before long, and they won't have time for me. But I guess they could team up and kill me. We'll have to see what happens, but I'm still a little bit low on my food. I'm kind of back and forth into a very low positive and a very low deficit, so there's not really much I can do except build a few hydroponic farms on this planet. So I'm doing that, clearing some space, preparing to build a farm. Unfortunately, the only two planets I have available at the moment to colonize are this dinky little world that has barely any space and barely any resources. And then I have this one, which is not much better, but it is a little bit better. Between the two, this one is the clear choice. So I'll have to build another colony ship before long and send it out that way. For a little while we had business as usual, and then we got some good news because a faction within the Jackass Pact government society has transformed their society to be a little bit more pacifistic. So that's probably bad news for them because the hierarchy of Bak will mess them up, but it's good news for me. But that made me decide to go into my contact list and see who I could possibly befriend or, even make any progress with. So I formed or at least I invited the Nemerian citizen state into a non-aggression pact. I guess I could go ahead and try to build some kind of trade with them as well. The Jackass Pact, they don't want to really... I attempted to make some deals with them and possibly trade some information. They weren't having it. So even though they're pacifists and they're basically neutral toward me at the moment, they don't want to trade at least star chart information. So maybe I'll attempt another trade with them. They didn't want a research agreement. They didn't want to trade star charts, but maybe I'll attempt another trade with them before too long. The hierarchy of Bak, they are definitely not feeling friendly toward me. There's not much I can do with them. I guess I can, again, try to offer them a trade deal of some sort. The Galactic Nomads, they're fairly friendly. I guess they're neutral, I suppose. But I went ahead and contacted them, and they didn't really have much to say. They didn't say already when we met them. You know, they're out voyaging the stars. They've got a very spiritual purpose about it all, and they just don't want to be messed with. They just want to be out there exploring, and I respect that. I wish they would be friendly with me because they are so damn powerful. But you know, I got to let these powerful space peacocks go their own way. The Nemerians decided to go ahead and accept my non-aggression pact, so that was good news. I don't think they would be a problem anyway, but that is that's a definite that they won't be attacking me. I won't be attacking them, so I don't have to worry about them much. Finally, I got enough minerals to build another colony ship, and when it's done, I will be sending it out toward that semi-crappy little planet to start another proud colony of the Haven Commonwealth. But I guess that'll about do it for this episode. Not too exciting, but we did meet some new aliens, so that's cool. Our science ship was destroyed in a mysterious way, so that's cool. But for now, we are signing off from this galaxy, and we'll pick it up again in the next episode. So, thanks for watching.